I won't do an introduction with ingredients that you need first. What we'll do is, because it's such an involved project, we'll just do it step by step on this one. And first thing you need is, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a football shape, and I'm going to use black food colouring later to make it in shape of a football. But first of all, we need to get it into a ball, and it's routine way of making pastry. And you've seen me make pastry before. If you do need a recipe, just look at one of my other videos, and we just make it into a ball first, in usual way. Just a bit of flour, butter and water does it. Go easy on water, you don't want to add too much. About 300 grams of flour, 100 grams of butter, and remembering to sprinkle flour on your hands so it doesn't stick. I did a cricket thing cake a couple of years ago, and that got 2,500 views on it, and I'm hoping this one does similar. And eventually we want this into the shape of a football, which we're slowly getting there. Put a bit more flour in. Keep adding flour as you need it. It's flour to bulk a recipe out. Margarine, that's your binder. Margarine's your binder. Water's your sort of cement or your glue or whatever you want to call it. Right, that's solid enough. Just roll it round. And it's very, very soggy at the moment. We're sort of tuning it to the consistency that I need it, and once again it's a bit like making flour. You knead it and fold it until you get where you want to be. Just roll it round and knead it and fold it. Roll it between your hands, like so, like that. Till you get the quintessential football shape. Right. What I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be filling this with jam a bit later on, but if I try doing it now it'll be near impossible to do that, given its shape. So we've got it to a near spherical shape. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in the oven for about, say, 20 minutes. And what that'll do is it won't completely harden it. It'll semi-harden it, and it probably wants about 10 to 20 minutes in oven, so we can eventually get it a bit harder than it is and work it into a football sort of shape. So I'll do that now. Just dig a hole in it with your finger. Very gently dig a hole in it with your finger. And the core centre of it is fairly red hot. It's a bit volcanic. So you've got to be really, really careful with this. Use a knife or something like that and just work away in. Then what you do is, it's not an ideal way to do it, but compress some jam into oil and you get sort of like a donut, and because it's still hot it'll just sink its way in. It'll just partial cook and sink its way in. So a couple of teaspoons full of jam into oil, and that'll melt its way in eventually. In about 30 seconds or so it'll melt its way in. And you spread that evenly over the top, any overspill. Spread it evenly over the top. And so we don't lose our shape, work it round like that so we don't lose shape. And that'll go to the centre of spear. It's a bit like a scientific experiment in a way, but a bit more clumsy. So just work it round like that for about a minute or so. And ideally what we want is for it to keep its nice round football shape. I made a cake, and if you need a recipe for a cake you only have to watch one of my other videos and you can follow it off there. And also we've got this supposedly football shaped object. Well, it'll look like a football anyway by the time we've finished it. It's not exactly perfect, but it's character. So what we're going to do next is ice it. And it's really simple to make icing sugar. We're out flour dumping out flour, so that looks a bit better. Of course there's a few spots underneath. What you can do is scoop it up from plate and drip it over the top again. once it's covered you can leave it to set. Then next thing to do is cake. It's a lot easier to ice a cake than it is to do a project like that. Let's bring that further forward in. That's done. Got what we call the first layer. That's what I'm using, blue food colouring. Just a drop of that. It needs to be a fairly runny consistency as well. It's turning blue nicely now, if you can see. You want to get it well in. That's got a nice blue. Pour that back. And it helps to have some kind of design in mind beforehand. You need to be fairly quick with this. Well, that's got designer shirt done in blue. Well, if you can see that properly. I'll just do outer rim now, and it's a different colour for that. It's yellow for outer rim. So brilliant. Okay, get general idea. I'll try and get a decent camera shot on it. There you go. It's got a design on, a simple design on it, and rim's done in yellow. It's not looking spectacular, but it's a first attempt. So it's finally finished. It takes years to learn how to ice a cake properly. You have to spend a couple of years at college learning how to do it, and as you can see, I've very little experience at icing cakes, especially with piping of it. And that's meant to be a football at top, and we've got a sort of football design going on here. It's not perfect, but as I say, to really learn how to do icing properly it takes a couple of years. Anyway, thanks for watching.